How's it going, everybody? Too Spooky here. And as you can see, today we're going to be continuing our little series about the Akatsuki. And unfortunately, there's only a handful of Akatsuki members left for us to talk about. But anyways, with that, today, we're going to be counting down 10 facts about Konan. This video was suggested by a ton of you guys. Just like every other Akatsuki member, Konan has been suggested so many times over the past year. So I just wanted to give a great big thank you to everyone who suggested this video today, and I hope you all enjoy because this one is going out to you. So make sure to grab a piece of paper and let's just jump right into it. Number 1. In the anime, Konan's eyes are depicted as being an orange-red color. However, in the manga, her eyes were depicted as a grayish color. This is likely because her color scheme was not officially shown before her appearance in the anime. But at the same time, this may not be the case, because after her official color scheme was released, the color of her eyes were never changed in the anime. Number 2. Konan was the only Akatsuki member to call Nagato by his name, aside from a few instances where Obito referred to him as Nagato after he parted with the organization. But in regards to the original Akatsuki lineup before we even knew about Obito's involvement, Konan was the only one who called Nagato by his name. It's also unknown which members, if any, were aware of what Nagato's actual name was. Number 3. Konan's birthday was February 20th, and she was 35 years old when she died. Additionally, she shared her birthday with Yahiko. Number 4. We all know that the Akatsuki is primarily composed of missing nin, which are basically dangerous ninja who left their villages with no intention of ever returning. But in Konan's case, she was actually not considered a missing nin, and the same goes for Nagato. This is because they managed to take over their village during a civil war, and were still secretly ruling their village all the way up to their deaths. So at no point did they ever leave their village with the intention of never returning. Number 5. To achieve the Akatsuki's goal of taking over the world, which would in turn create world peace, the Akatsuki had to earn a decent amount of money to achieve this, and because of that, the members would provide their services for mercenary work among other things at a very competitive price, also attempting to put other villages out of business because the Akatsuki's mission work was so cheap. During this time, Konan completed 341 missions in total, 0 D rank, 65 C rank, 161 B rank, 85 A rank, and 30 S rank. Number 6. Konan was 5 feet 6 inches tall, or 169 centimeters tall, and she weighed 99.8 pounds, or 45.3 kilograms. Additionally, her blood type was O, which, just like her birthday, she also had the same blood type as Yahiko. Number 7. Konan's name actually means small south. Additionally, her hobbies were origami and flower pressing, and her favorite word was order. Number 8. Konan's favorite food was flame-broiled fish, while her least favorite was karage, which is very similar to fried chicken, but not quite the same thing. Number 9. Although we are unsure exactly how this whole process works, Konan is able to mix her origami skills with ninjutsu to create the technique known as Dance of the Shikigami, which is where Konan can transform herself into many sheets of paper, control and reshape this paper in conjunction with her own body, or even control this paper outside of her body to create clones, paper shuriken, or many other attacks and techniques with this paper. She is also able to disguise this paper as other objects, such as, I don't know, a puppy, a pencil. Oh yeah, and the whole entire lake of Omega Kure. Motherfucking what? Now, I should clarify, we have no idea whether or not Konan just creates these pieces of paper out of thin air, or if she has to personally get a hold of them ahead of time. But either way, Konan took the time to disguise pieces of paper as a whole entire lake. I don't even want to know how many pieces of paper are present here, because we don't exactly have a number. But in addition to that, Konan also hid 6 billion, that's right, billion, paper bombs within all of these pieces of paper. 6 fucking billion! So either Konan can create both paper and paper bombs out of thin air with her ninjutsu somehow, or she had to somehow get 6 billion paper bombs all by herself, and then stash them in this fake paper lake, along with getting all the paper that makes up this lake, which I would say is probably close to double or even triple the amount of these paper bombs, and maybe even more than that. So the moral of this fact is pretty simple. Konan has way too much fucking time on her hands. And the moment that you've all been waiting for, number 10. In the character data book, it was revealed that Kishimoto had always planned on Konan being the only female member of the Akatsuki, and because of this, he gave her a rather revealing design. Too spooky, she doesn't really look like she's revealing anything at all. Well, basically, the clothes she wears underneath her Akatsuki cloak is what's revealing, and she was intended to look like this in her early concepts. So as you can see, it's a bit revealing, but not as much as you might think. On top of this, we also learned that her navel is pierced. But there you have it, everybody, 10 facts about Konan. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video today, and hopefully you learned something. If you did, make sure to leave a like. And while you're at it, make sure to comment down below which member of the Akatsuki you would like to learn about next, because we've only got a handful of them left. On top of that, also make sure to subscribe if you haven't already so you can be notified about the next Naruto related video.
Also make sure to like and follow Too Spooky on his social media and Twitch. You can find those links in the description.
But anyways guys, if you cannot get enough Too Spooky content, well, why don't you click here for 10 facts about Deidara, which was actually the previous video in our little Akatsuki series. And if that's not doing it for you, well, why don't you click here for 50 facts about Code Geass. Anyways guys, thank you so much for watching this video today, and I will see you all soon with a new video.